All right, Lord Jamar, welcome back to Vlad TV.
What's good?
It's been a couple of months.
Yeah, it has. But we're in a nice, good cycle right now. I feel like a lot has been going on since we've last talked.
Oh, yeah. So let's get into it. I mean, first of all, as a hip-hop connoisseur,
Yes.
how would you react to Remy versus Nicki Minaj?
You know, I think it was great. I think it was great for hip hop. You know, it's ironic to me that females are the ones that are reigniting, you know, this type of energy and this type of interest. But right now, I don't care where it's coming from because, you know, all this whack shit, when you hear something dope and something competitive and all of that, it's just like, it's exciting. Yes, I think Remy won. You don't even have to ask. Like, Remy murdered it. Like, in that little reply, that was, you know, that shit was too much, too little, too late to ever try again. That shit was just a little too late. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't all that. You know what I mean? But I ain't got no hate. You know what I mean? Nicki Minaj, beautiful sister, but that was whack.
So she dropped Sheether, and everyone went crazy. It was a big deal in hip-hop. It was like the biggest diss record probably since Back to Back.
Word. And probably the best female diss record I've ever heard. Ever. Like, I can't remember girls beefing with each other and like a girl having a diss track that was that thorough. You understand? Yeah, do your
look this up.
Googles. Do your Googles.
I'm about to Google it.
Who? Who could it be?
Hold on. There's a list of the top. I mean, there's Roxanne's Revenge.
Come on, B. Those were play battles. Those were play battles.
10%
Those girls
diss,
wasn't even
MC
writing
Lyte.
their rhymes. Who?
MC Lyte, 10% diss.
Who was she battling?
She was battling MC Antoinette.
Come on.
Yeah, we're not talking about major
is
artists
what I'm
even for
saying,
that
like-
era. Yeah, Antoinette was not
And
a
it's
major.
not even about major or not major. I'm just talking about the quality and how it makes you feel and how it motivates you. Like, to me, that was on par of any, you know what I mean, of a male dude's diss. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't no play around bullshit. That was some real hip hop shit right there.
Okay, so she dropped Sheether. Everyone was fucking with it.
Right.
Then she dropped that second song.
That
and
back to
everyone's
back
like, eh.
knock off. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It was like, come on, like, don't beat a dead horse. You see what I'm saying? And she said that in the song, which is kind of funny. Like, I beat dead horses all day. But it's like, you know, sometimes less is more. You got to know how to show restraint sometimes. Like, you know what I mean? You did your work. Everybody's talking shit. There was no reason, especially since she didn't respond, there was no reason to put that out. And then if it wasn't going to be more fire than the first one, don't do it. You know what I mean?
Strategically, probably wasn't the best move.
No.
Now, she dropped Sheether, and to be fair, a lot of the stuff in Sheether I don't think was true. You know, the saying that Nicki was fucking Ebro and Trey Songz and all them, I'm thinking probably not.
I mean, I'm not, you know, I don't always look for every single thing to be factual. I just know there was some ill lines in the shit. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll give you that. And it's actually pretty funny because Gary Owen did this little video where he kind of broke down sort of the beginning part. He was like, yo, Nicki Minaj dropped Sheether, yo, Remy Ma dropped Sheether, yo, it's over, Nicki is dead. And then she drops the second song, it's like, oh, Nicki's back. She didn't actually have to do anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. Like, you see, sometimes your momentum and you just, you know what I mean? You just want to keep going and keep going. But, like, you got to know when to chill sometimes.
Okay, so she drops the back-to-back second diss song. People weren't really fucking with it. Nicki announced that she's not going to respond, but then she drops no frauds. Now, I'm going to go against the grain a little bit and say that no frauds had a couple really vicious lines in it.
Which ones?
She said, what type of bum bitch shoot a friend over a rack? What type of mother leave her one son over a stack?
Yeah, I mean that's biting, that's cutting or whatever, but you know, a lot more shit was said to her, like, you know what I mean, in the Sheether joint.
I mean, that's a pretty vicious line. You're bringing someone's kids into it.
Yeah, I mean, the ill shit. The one I thought was ill was the Foxy Brown one. Okay.
Yeah, Foxy had some lines in hers.
I'm like, where's the rest of the song at?
Right, I mean, she only released a snippet, like Foxy.
Yeah, I'm like, where's the rest of the joint at? Like, cause that, and she did it to the Takeover. Like, what's funny is I was talking with my brother, and my brother was saying, yo, Nicki need to come back on the Takeover. Okay, you want to do Sheether? Nicki come back on the Takeover. She never did it. Here comes Foxy. And he was like, I told you. And I was like, yo, you right. That was some hot shit. You know what I mean? So now I'm gonna throw a free one out there, right? If somebody, I say Nicki, need to come with some shit to No Vaseline. Woo! Do your new No Vaseline. See what the fuck happened. I'm just saying, I just want to see some hip hop shit. I don't even give a fuck. You know what I mean? I ain't even on nobody's side or nothing like that. I'm on whose side, whoever's roasting worse. You know what I mean? So right now, Remy's that one. I'm fucking with her. And she fuck with the God. Peace to Papoose.
Well, what Nicki tried to do, I think, is that she tried to do like a back-to-back where instead of doing a diss record, she tried to create a song that actually would kind of live on, and she got she got Drake and Wayne on it, which was like the first time all three of them were together in like forever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think since Truffle Butter. So she was trying to do like a hit record with it. But, you know, the general consensus that people aren't really fucking with the song.
Nah, not really. I'm not hearing it like that. Like, it's like her victory would have been, and I guess this is what she thought she was gonna do. Her victory would have been to just not respond at all, come back with a hit that's fire. You know what I mean? That has nothing to do with that, and just show that, listen, I'm above all of this, and I just make, you know, platinum hits and all of this shit, and, you know, I'm all up in the clubs and all of that, but that wasn't the response. That wasn't the case. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure Remy, you'll hear Remy shit more in the club right now than you'll hear that song. You know what I mean? Like, I bet you'd hear Sheether, you know what I mean? All the way up and all that type of shit before you hear that No Fraud shit in the club right now.
Okay, would you say this is a all-time top 5 diss record, Sheether?
Well, hang on. There's been some serious diss records over time now.
Okay.
I said female, like, you know. You already know my opinion on male and female. And see, she kind of like, you know, made me eat my words a little bit about some of these female MCs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because I'll ride around to that. You see? To that Sheether shit, I could ride to that. That shit hard. I just saw the shit on the Unsung of Kumo D, and they had the battle between Busy B and Kumo D. Now, see, that set the template of all battles. But, like, if you compare the rhymes from back then to the rhymes of now, people will be like, oh, that might have not been all that. But for back then, that was, like, light years. The shit that fucking Kumo D said was light years ahead. And everybody's still trying to do that to this day.
I mean, I'm still saying The Bridge Is Over is top 5.
That's a good one. That was a great battle. That was a great battle.
I mean, for someone living in New York to literally say, fuck Queens, like, to literally take aim at a whole borough and still be living in New York, that took a lot of guts.
Especially during that time.
Yeah, because it's like
in the 80s?
Yeah, I mean, he was sort of aiming at Queensbridge, but Queens keeps on faking it. Like,
oh, no,
that was
yeah. Whole Queens took offense to that. Yeah.
Nobody, in this day and age, nobody goes and points at an entire city and say, fuck this city. We're better than all y'all.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big-ass city. You know what I mean? But it's not like, but it's still within New York City. You see what I'm saying? So when you saying a whole place talking about a whole other place, like, you know, it's not like New York talking shit about Boston or something. You see, that's like too full, because then you got parts of each place. Like Boston is Boston, but then you got Roxbury, you got all the other pieces. It's just like we got our 5 boroughs, you see?
Roxbury is nowhere near the size of Queens.
I'm not talking about size, B. I'm just talking about
but I'm talking about
what we call a certain area. You call Atlanta, but it's like motherfuckers that live all in the surrounding area say they live in Atlanta. You understand what I'm saying?
Let's put it like this. Like Young M.A., she's from
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Right, so let's just say Young M.A. came out with a song that said, fuck the Bronx. Like...
Yeah, that's I understand what you're saying, but they still part of New York City. You get it? Forget the size of the fucking city. If New York said fuck LA or vice versa, and I don't even want to speak these things into existence, but I'm just saying, if that's what I'm talking about. Like full on city. You know what I mean?
Right.
That and its surrounding area. That's what I'm talking about.
New York saying fuck LA and vice versa. That was the East Coast West Coast beef. There you go. Like that was how bad people started to die around that shit.
Right, but even then, I don't think nobody ever made a song that was like that direct. Like fuck New York, fuck LA. You know, it was just kind of like
Tim Dog had that song "Fuck Compton" back in the day.
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
But see, again, he didn't say LA. He chose a section of LA. You see? Just like Queens is a section of New York. He didn't choose the whole LA.
I mean, didn't Capone and Noriega do LA?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, you know, the Dog Pound did New York.
Yeah, which was originally supposed to be a tribute.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, back then people started dying.
But nobody said verbally, fuck this one or fuck. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Well, what I'm saying is shout out to KRS-One for having the guts to do that back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
And giving us some great hip hop in the process.
Like that's what made that song so powerful as a diss song. That's why you have to put it above a lot of other diss songs, in my opinion. But it's just my opinion. Now, Lady Luck, granted, she has a bias because she had that battle with Remy Ma and so
right.
forth. But she said Remy's whack and can't ride a beat. Now, I was talking to someone in this office, I'm not going to say who it is, but they were making a similar point that on Sheether, it sounded like Remy was reading as opposed to really riding that beat.
I don't know. I can't analyze that. I mean, we can go into say that, let's just put it out there, there's rumors where people feel like maybe Papoose had something to do with the writing of that record. Okay? But now I've heard Remy on her own freestyle battle shit, that battle that you talking about with Lady Luck. She was writing some shit like that. Listen, I don't care if they did, if he did help her. You know why? Because they a true fucking unit. Like, they married. You understand what I'm saying? They married. And to me, they are the perfect team. Like Papoose could rhyme his fucking ass off, but something just never popped in the mainstream with him. But then she could rhyme too, but then she's been a little more mainstream. Now, you put those two forces together, and they a family, why not? And you got niggas like Drake out here doing shit. Why not? You know what I mean? I'm not mad at it. I don't give a fuck if that is what happened. Or maybe they, you know what I mean? She took a section of the song, he take another section. We gonna put this shit together and keep this fucking empire going.